Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a viewer writing in. This is Thomas Katroras. I hope I'm saying your last name right, Thomas. I try. He says, hey Matt, new subscriber here. I am not even new into video and photography. I don't own a camera yet, and I'm struggling with my Nokia Lumia N50 XL bundled with a Rode Video Micro. My knowledge is minimal on the subject, but I'm willing to learn as much as I can, so I'm very happy that I subscribed to your channel. A lot of good stuff here. I'm thinking to buy one, but the whole info on the internet is a nightmare. Bridged, non-bridged bodies, lenses, 4K, no 4K, autofocus, controls, and I hear you on that. It can be confusing when you're new to this. I consider the 4K video will soon be the new 1080p, the way technologies are evolving in monitors, graphics cards, and TVs. I learned to do my homework before buying, but it's still very difficult to decide. I want the camera for video 60% handheld, mostly with no controlled lights and a lot of them up close. Music lessons, he's got brackets. And 40% in photos. I like a lot of things. Time lapses, macro with background blur, landscape. Can you suggest me a viable solution, budget around €1,000, plus or minus $200, 200 euros. Thank you and keep up the good work. Okay, well, thank you for your question, Thomas. And yeah, it can be confusing. And one of the other points I want to nail on here that you pointed out, the 4K, it basically is the new 1080. 1080 is the new 720. Back when we were, you got into 1080 being de facto standard, and you saw something in 720, you were kind of like, oh yeah, it's only 720. Well, 4K is here and it's here to stay. And future-proof what you're doing. Put a lot of effort in your content creation. Shoot it at the highest levels. Shoot it at 4K. So I'll state my case on that right there. My suggestion to you is to look at the G85 or the Panasonic G7 with the rest of your money spent on some good lenses. It just depends on what the pricing you can find in your area. If you can get a G85 with a couple of different lenses that are good, perhaps even the kit lens with the 25 f1.7 or the 42.5 f1.7, which is a big favorite of mine. You could go that route, or maybe a G7 with a used 12 to 35 f2.8 Panasonic. You're going to find that with the 12 to 35, it's image stabilized, so you're not going to miss the IBIS in the G7. The G85 does have IBIS, and that is an advantage. You are saying you're doing a lot of handheld work, so I would lean towards the G85 with the IBIS, and it's still very good at higher ISOs. It's a very good photo camera as well, but it does fantastic 4K, has the full vari-angle screen, so if you're doing any type of vlogging style or handheld video, you're good with that. That's what I would recommend. Either the G7 and put the extra money into lenses, or the G85 if you can get it at a good enough price that it fits your budget and still get a good lens or two. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Would you go with the G85 or the G7? Or would you go Sony, A6300, A6500, or another option? Bear in mind, I do think it's important in this day and age where we're at right now in mid-2017 to have a 4K camera. But if you disagree with me on that, let me know in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Which way would you go and why? Let's help out Thomas. Thanks for your question, Thomas, and stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.